Hey guys, Paige here. In this video, I want to share with you some of the nuggets that I learned from interviewing several designers recently as I was on the panel of the design team are hiring for new positions. And basically, I want to share some of the most common elements and things that you want to avoid as you're looking and applying for your next design job opportunity. So first of all, let's talk about what this is all about from a high level, because I think there is a lot of confusion when it comes to especially students or junior designers. They focus too much on perhaps the right things, but with not the right amount. So I want to take a moment to kind of shed light on the high level. So first of all, how does the process looks? You have your design portfolio, which is what you're most likely focusing a lot of time and effort, rightfully so, because it's going to basically be your first step in the door, metaphorically speaking. So the design portfolio, of course, it's really important, but it's not going to sell yourself entirely, because the design portfolio is just the stimulus, the bridge in order to get the design interview. But then during the design interview, there's going to be several other factors that are going to be evaluated, which are not just the beautiful visuals that you can create or the beautiful website that you arranged. So that is simply the reality of things in this field. And of course, you want to have a solid design portfolio. So focus time and effort into it, because especially as someone who is hiring or hired several designers in the past, I can tell you that it's quite overwhelming, the amount of applications that you usually receive, and you really want to maximize the chances of success by creating something which is above average. So always try your best to be above average and be exceptional at everything that you do. Easier said than done, I get it, but that should always be your goal. And on top of that, also have a clear LinkedIn, because nowadays I really don't see many companies and also individual clients looking too much at the CVs. LinkedIn is just easier because you can send a link and you essentially have your CV. Now, granted, companies are also going to ask you for a formal CV, so have it at hand with the cover letter. But I would say in most cases, LinkedIn, just try to have a clean LinkedIn, which really is going to maximize the chances of selling yourself to the potential employer. And I won't go too much into the social media side of things, because that is something that if it's available, I'm probably going to have a quick look at, but I really want to focus on the design portfolio and just have a quick look at LinkedIn in order to understand your experience and where you're coming from when it comes to your background. So that's that. And then when it comes to the actual interviews, there's going to be several elements that are going to be considered once you hop on the interview call. The very first one is essential. It's just communication and soft skills. Now, of course, we're designers, we're visual individuals, and some of you, for some of you, English is not your first language, like it is for myself, or like it isn't for myself. English is not my first language. Basically, what we're most interested in is how clearly you can communicate, and also your ability to be concise and straight to the point when needed. So this is just part of the process, because you want to work with people who are easy to work with, easy to communicate, and are just straight to the point when it's needed, out of practicality needs really. So that's the first thing. And also another super important element is your specific experience in relation to the company needs. So it's easy to have stellar work which works in a specific industry or in a specific segment, but you want to almost tailor the portfolio around your ideal client's needs. So for example, if you're amazing at graphic design, but you're applying for a UI UX design position, and all I see in your portfolio is graphic design work, it's probably not the best compared to the applicant which has relevant UI UX design work, has experience with design systems, web apps, and those type of things. So always try to think about the type of jobs that you're applying for, and try to reverse engineer what is the most important elements that the potential employer is looking forward to. And these are going to be questions that then you're going to be asked in the interview, and the closer the match, the better, generally speaking. Also, going to have a quick look at the experience and tool proficiency. So most likely, as designers, we don't have any specific thing that we're going to ask you, but we just want to be sure that you're proficient with the tools which are used day to day, such as Figma. Do you have experience with design systems and things of that nature? And if you do not have experience in a specific tool, but it's not a tool that it's difficult to catch up with, it's going to be totally fine in most scenarios. I mean, if you don't have experience with Notion, for example, I wouldn't really say it's going to be a deal breaker, because for the very most part, if we use Notion as a project management tool, and you don't need to do the project management side of things, you just need to read and update tasks in Notion, it's probably going to be something that you're going to pick up quite fast. But it is going to be a question that you're probably going to be asked. So just be transparent about this side of things. And also, generally speaking, another, or actually one of the most important things, is your problem solving skills, because that is essentially going to make or break your application, in the sense that most companies are looking for problem solvers first, designers second, and even myself as a designer, I think that we're visual problem solvers as the very first core value. So expect some questions around those lines, and also around cultural fit, and if you're going to be a good fit in this specific team environment. So those would be the very most important things that you want to prepare in advance. And just try to always be transparent, and have a good attitude overall, positive, wanting to learn, and eager to contribute to the company and the team as a whole. And then most likely in a lot of scenarios, you're going to have to work on a sample project. Now, this is where you really want to put your heart and soul into, because it's really going to show the dedication, and you don't want to skip and not invest much time into this, because you already went through all of the process, you already had the interview, and most likely the team is looking forward working with you. So really try and maximize and do your best on the sample projects if you are assigned to it. So this is pretty much it. I hope this video was helpful. If you have any questions in particular regarding how to get your next design client or job, feel free to leave a question in the link in the description. And on my YouTube channel, I have over 900 videos entirely for free, so you can check them out, and I'll see you in the very next video.